Hello, what's up everyone? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the beginning. Welcome to the first official episode of this channel. Today is all about Shabaa Hill, located 1 kilometer from Maralal town. Shabaa Hill always gives a glimpse of Maralal town and Kirisia forest. I'll start the trek from the river to the very top of the hill. I'll not begin from town. Maralal sits between various hills, Shabaa Hill being one of them. So today I'm experiencing Shabaa Hill to see what the view is like from the very top. I'm happy to share this experience with you. So join me. Let's head out. We experience what the view is like from the top of Shabaa Hill. Don't forget to subscribe, share and like this video at the end. They say every great adventure begins with a single step, and mine starts here at River Lucas. From the cool waters at the base, we are heading way up. Today, I'm taking you with me as I hike Shabaa Hill. Let's trade the riverline for the skyline. The river is lifeline of Lucas village, but the hill around, that's where the legends live. I am starting by the waters, soaking in the peace before I tackle the slopes of Shabaa Hill. It's going to be a long climb, but the view from the top, I hear it is unmatched. Now it is time to lace up and conquer this Maralal giant. Stay tuned for the views at the summit. From the calm waters to the noisy summit. Leaving the river banks behind, we are heading towards one of the best Maralal kept secret. The road here tells the story of a true frontier town. Dusty, rugged, and full of life. We are deep in Samburu County, where wild meets the town. This is Shabaa Hill, right here in the heart of Maralal. Maralal is world famous for the international camel derby and its rich Samburu culture. But this hill, this is where you come for the best 360 degrees views of the Samburu headquarters. And there it is, the base of Shabaa Hill. From down here, it looks like a silent giant watching over Maralal town. The rocky trail ahead is steep, but you can already feel the breeze changing as we get ready to conquer this peak. It is time to leave the lowlands and start the ascent. If you want to see Maralal from the clouds, this is where the journey begins. Let's head up Shabaa Hill. Animals like lizard can also be spotted on top of rocks found on this hill. Trenches of water can also be found on this hill, so watch out as you go up the slippery hill. And just like that, Maralal town opens up behind me. Check out that view emerging. This is the face of Shabaa Hill, and honestly, this climb was worth every single step. We are still going up. We are not yet to the peak. From the green area there, that is where the river is, and we are going at the top. That is the forest, there, and in that tower there, that's where the peak is. I'm at the very center of Shabaa Hill. Shabaa Hill is located in MARALAL town in Samburu county. It is one of the hills that gives out the 360 view of MARALAL town. So down from the river where I started, it took around 20 minutes up to where I am now. It is at the center of the hill. I'm going up to the top. It is a few steps remaining. Let's get up to the peak.
Under the boughs where the shadows play, the wind hums songs at the break of day, whispering pines, secrets untold, carrying tales only the forest holds. Moonlight spills through the velvet dark, etching patterns, leaving its mark. The roots stretch deep, the earth's gentle sigh, a lullaby sung to the open sky.
Few steps after the center, I caught the sight of this massive euphorbia tree during my hike. It stands like a giant guard over Shabaa Hill. If you nick the bark, it bleeds thick white latex, nature own milk. But be careful, it is actually quite toxic. The architecture of the tree is just incredible. It is one of the most iconic trees here in MARALAL, dominating skyline with its unique candelabra shape. Nothing beats views from Shabaa Hill, but the real magic is in the plants we find along the way. This is euphorbia tree. Spotted some wild aloe vera tucked deep in the rocks. In this part of the world, it is more than just a plant, it is a natural pharmacy used for generations by the locals. Hiking through Shabaa Hill feels like walking through a botanical garden. These wild aloe vera plants are everywhere, thriving in the harsh, beautiful sun. In between the skylines of the euphorbia tree, you can be able to spot a glimpse of MARALAL town at far in between the skylines of the trees. Deep into the hike, this tree, orange-leaved croton, also known as Leroghi in local language of Samburu, it is so vibrant and green, providing a beautiful contrast to the rocky terrain of Shabaa Hill. It is fascinating how much the Samburu people value the specific tree. You can't miss the Leroghi while you hike here. It is a staple of the local flora and adds such life to the hills of MARALAL. African pencil cedar can also be spotted here, giving out a beautiful green color to the nature. Elders sit down for prayers under this tree in Samburu culture for prayers, therefore making it a very special tree in Samburu. Few meters from the top, you can see that signal tower. That one symbolizes that is the top. The top area is very flat. You can see this road. If you are coming from town, this is the road that will lead you to top of Shabaa Hill. That one there behind my back is heading up to the top. And if you are coming from town, the town is going down there. You can see the road. So if you have a motorbike or a car, that is the road that you'll be using from down or from town. For me, I've used the walking trails, so I used the shortcut of walking trails. That's why I'm here. So if you come up, you have a bike or a vehicle, that is the road you'll be using up to Shabaa Hill. Finally, after 1 hour of trekking through the slippery rocks, inside euphorbia trees and across the orange-leaved croton trees, I joined the main road that connects the top. I could clearly see the tower at the peak of the hill. Yes, I'm at the top of Shabaa Hill. This is the very top of Shabaa Hill, and it is very flat, as you can see. On my front there, it is the view of the forest, the Shabaa forest, the kirisia forest. It is stretching from this side of up to there, long way, until on my front there. And down there is the view of MARALAL town. If you just go past close on that area, that's now where you will have the view of MARALAL town. And where I've seated now is very sacred. So this ground is where normally the Easter celebration is made with the Catholic Church, and just below there is the structure of the cross. That one symbolizes that this area is very sacred. It is where the Catholic Dominions always come to take their Easter celebrations, the celebrations of the calvary. So, on top of the hill, these rocks can make a good seat for relaxing if you visit the hill for a chill vibe. Although it is very slippery. I almost injured myself. I got a bit stuck in between those two rocks. As I climbed, I slipped off since I had a flat shoe. So, if you happen to visit this hill, make sure you have a shoe that is strong enough to hold the rocks during both sunny and rainy days.
Under the boughs where the shadows play, the wind hums songs at the break of day. Whispering pines, secrets untold, carrying tales only the forest holds. Moonlight spills through the velvet dark, etching patterns, leaving its mark. The roots stretch deep, the earth's gentle sigh, a lullaby sung to the open sky. Oh, whispering pines, sing me your tune, caught in the rhythm of the stars and the moon.
Furthermore, deep in the heart of Samburu County, I explored the legendary Kirisia forest. Most people imagine this area as just vast, dry landscapes, But once you step into the Leroghi plateau, everything changes. It is hidden green world heading towards a vantage point that promises to show us the true scale of this ancient water tower. Huge natural rocks here gives advantages. On top of it, the village and the forest can be clearly spotted at far with a beautiful display. Standing on top of a massive rock, you truly feel like you are on top of the world. The view from here is breathtaking. From this height, Kirisia reveals its true self-sprawling sanctuary of cedar and podo trees. This forest was almost lost a few years ago, but thanks to the local community sacrifice, it is thriving once again. The silence in there is empty, symbolizes it is full of life from far. For the locals, it is good. You can watch the sunrise and sunset every day on top of it. I tried to test how easy can I go down through the slippery rock and then come back up. It was a real test. Thanks to the weather today, it was not slippery with my flat shoe. That was truly a luck. If it rains, you would easily slip off downwards, and if you come up from down, you wouldn't manage to the top. You will definitely slip down off. With the support of hand, I managed to the top, thanks to my hands. Across this rock, it is a natural rock in Samburu County because Maralal sits in between very hilly areas. You can find such rocks like this. It is a very huge rock. You can see behind me. Uh, it is a natural rock. If you stand in that rock, at the top of that rock, you will be able to see the stretch of kirisia forest and the nearby Shabaa village where people are living. This is the back of Shabaa Hill where now the stretch of kirisia forest starts.
Under the boughs where the shadows play, the wind hums songs at the break of day. Whispering pines, secrets untold, carrying tales only the forest holds. Moonlight under the boughs where the shadows play, the wind hums songs at the break of day. Whispering pines, secrets untold, carrying tales only the forest holds. Moonlight
You can see I'm just below. The views from the rock was not enough for my eyes. I went further down and again small step upwards on a flat space I spotted on top of the rock to now have a clear glimpse of the Shabaa village landscapes that connects the Kirisia forest. And oh, From there, I could clearly spot the famous Ngari campsite lodge that is found here in Maralal town. It is also a high point giving Maralal view on the other side and a full glimpse of Maralal Nyahururu road. Next time, I'm hoping to visit the lodge and see how the campsite is. If you look closely down there, you can see Shabaa village tucked into the landscape. It looks so peaceful from this distance. This is where nature meets humanity. The people in that village are true guardians of the forest. They moved out voluntarily to let the ecosystem breathe. In return, kirisia provides the water and the climate that sustains their lives. It is a beautiful, symbiotic relationship between the land and its people. As we follow the trail down, we find the true reason the forest is called a water tower. This river is the lifeblood of the community around, born right here from the heart of Kirisia. But don't let the beauty deceive you. Getting close is a challenge. The ground here is incredibly swampy and deceptively slippery. Every step is a balance between admiring the crystal clear water and trying not to slide into the mud. It is a raw, untouched wetland that shows just how much water this forest holds and releases to the world. It is a comeback story written in green. That area is very swampy. You can see the green area there. Oh, again, the glimpse of Ngari ecology. There you can see it can be seen. Leaving the wild behind and hitting the dust roads, I passed through the St. Mary's Girls Primary, connected to Kirisia Senior School and Child Fund offices at the junction, to St. Paul's Comprehensive School and crossing through the Mbukiwa Metal Bridge. If you have watched my videos on the gully erosion, you could easily see this bridge. I did the gully erosion. This is where the big stretch of gully erosion takes place. The transition is real. Finally, I was into the main artery, the Maralal Nyahururu Road. From deep trails of Shabaa Hill and Kirisia Forest views, it has been an incredible day. I hope you enjoyed the views as I did. Thank you for watching. Remember to like that button and don't forget to subscribe for the next so that you cannot miss the next adventure. Shalom, peace.